What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Q&A with H and K. I'm Kadero.
And I'm Hope.
And we just want to welcome you. Hey, first of all, make sure you subscribe. Matter of fact, do it right now.
Have you done it?
Have you done it?
Don't lie.
Don't lie. You have? Boom.
All right, cool.
Let's get this thing started. Thank you for joining us.
Yes.
And as you know, on Q&A and H and K, we're just answering the questions you give us, man. So we appreciate you submitting those questions. Mm-hmm. Today's questions, we talking to the single folks, single ladies, all the single ladies. Hey, amen. But anyway,
amen.
But yes, the question was, I am anxious to find my one.
Yeah.
And like, I guess it's not really a question, but
it's
how do I not be anxious to find my one? It's kind of the backside of
the basis
of this thing. So
yeah,
how do you want to talk about it?
Yeah. Okay. Let's just say this. Let's start with basics.
Mm-hmm.
Just stop. Breathe. And don't rush.
Don't rush.
And okay.
Sorry.
But anyways, I know that it sounds like, oh gosh, they're just saying what everybody else is saying. But it is the truth. And the reason that we say don't rush is because you never want to put yourself in a position or a predicament that you shouldn't have been in the beginning.
Ooh, that's good.
So if you take your time, and I know it's hard not to be anxious, but if you take your time, I promise you, you will end up with the person you're supposed to be with, not just the one that filled the void for that particular moment.
And it's tough because we live in this microwave society that we want it now when we want it. And our culture, and even yourself, sometimes you put that added pressure of, okay, I went to school, I got this job, now it's time to get married, have kids, like, and you put a time frame on it, and we say we're gonna do this by this age, and sometimes it just doesn't work out like that, and we put even added pressure because then we compare. And your girlfriend, she done got married at 28 and
has a child by 30, second child by 32. And it's like your journey is not their journey.
Absolutely.
Their journey is not your journey. So I think it's important to realize everybody's on a different path. And whether you get married at 27 or 42, your journey is just going to be different at the end of the day. So take the pressure off yourself. And I have to find a man by this time, or have to find a woman by this time, and realize that just may not be the case.
And it's okay.
And it's okay.
It's really okay.
Don't let society put that pressure on you. And I think for the women, I just want to talk to the women for a second.
Okay.
For the
women,
the
ladies.
I think that a lot of women, I won't say all, but a lot of women I have been around have been in love with the idea of marriage. They've been in love with saying yes to the dress. They've been in love with the bachelorette parties, with the bridal showers, with the Instagram posts, with the big garden parties and all of that stuff. But they don't think about the aftermath. After you get the dress, after you say I do, some people don't last the first year. Or the first 2 years. And it's because I think they were in love with the idea of marriage, but not really understanding all that comes with marriage. And I think that's like the person that submitted this question, they were younger. So it's like realizing what you're getting yourself into. And for us as Christians, we believe like divorce is not options outside of like abuse and all of that stuff. But just know what you're getting into and don't rush that process.
Because marriage ain't for the weak at heart. You want to get married, make sure you want that smoke. Alright? Because
we say it all the time. Because it ain't no joke.
It ain't no joke. But no, that's real. And I think you should take this time, men and women, take this season of singleness to do a couple of things. One, figure out who you are. Who you are as an individual, your identity, what you like, what you love, what's your passion. Figure out what you want in a mate, And then figure out, I think a key thing is figure out your purpose. What is God's purpose for your life? And begin to start implementing that purpose.
Yeah.
Because you'll be surprised is when you start going after your purpose that God has for you, He may start bringing that mate right where that intersection of where you hitting your purpose and y'all meet like that. But it's because sometimes we're worried about the mate first. We forget about the purpose, and God sometimes just wants us to start our purpose. And you're able to. That's like a jump start, because for us who got married young, it was like, did we figure out our purpose? Probably not. And so now we're trying to do this together at the same time. And now I'm fighting God's purpose, but I got to make sure I'm taking care of my wife. Yeah. So take advantage of the time you have by yourself, where you can do what you need to do and get God's purpose done, and set yourself up for that true power couple of two individuals who are going after their purpose, that come together, that then are helping each other reach their purpose. Yeah. So I think it's so important that you just kind of take that time right now and just figure it out. Because if you allow the rush and the anxiousness, you may go in there blindfolded, trying to meet somebody, not asking the right questions, and now there's some red flags you don't even don't even notice. It goes right over your head.
And I think too, like as you're saying that, like finding your purpose, it's important that you are working on yourself, like he said, because when God sends you that person, you want to make sure that you're right. So it's like making sure that you're not being perfect, but perfecting yourself in a way that, okay, I'm getting myself ready for this person. I'm making sure that when they find me, I've got myself together. And noticing at the same time that sometimes it's not you. Sometimes you haven't gotten that person yet because they're not ready. They're not all the way together yet. And God, when He presents you with your husband or your wife, He wants to present that person in their best light. So it's like giving yourself grace and giving that person grace and time to work on themselves. So that way it's just not a bunch of mess in the beginning. Like you have two people that are striving for greatness, that are coming together, that have found each other. And it's like, now we can work with something, you know? It's
when you said that, it's like, become the person that you want your person to want.
Yes.
This key, I think. I need to say that again. Become the person that you want the person you want to want.
That's a word.
That's a word. But no, it's tough.
It is.
And in 2020, it's probably been
a lot tougher than
crazy.
What we've experienced.
Yeah, absolutely. So we are praying for the singles out there, and we are hoping that you find your person. Yeah. But we do encourage you not to rush it, and don't go into this thing blindfolded, and just prepare yourself.
Yeah, because the last thing you want is to rush into a situation and then realize that it's not the situation you wanted.
Right. Absolutely.
So that's all we got.
That's all we got.
I mean, that's all
Let
we got.
us know your thoughts on this. Like us if you like it.
Comment. If you don't, let it go in one ear, out the other.
And please comment, and last but not least, make sure you subscribe to Everyday with H&K. We appreciate all the love and support you guys have given us. So
we do.
Until next time, we love you. Be safe.
Bye.
Peace.